Hello BookTube, Sarah here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming to you with a bit of a discussion video talking about some of the new and exciting changes and plans coming to my channel in 2018. Well, they are new, but I hope that you guys are going to find them exciting as well. So let's start off with the unfortunate news. I have decided, and over the last few months I've been really thinking about this, I will not be continuing on with the book club. There are a lot of other booktubers who are doing great book clubs. Lisa's Books and Smiles. She has a great book club that I know a lot of people participate in. And my adorable and lovely friend Sissy, who she's like my new booktube bestie friend, best friend. She runs a Harlequin reading club every month. I will leave a link to that in the description box below. So please go and check that out. So I just decided, I thought, let's pare things down, let's make life a little bit easier, and we're going to get rid of the book club. Now, saying that, I do have an idea, so stay tuned towards the end of this video to when I talk about it, okay? That might, it's sort of a book club, but sort of not. So, like I said, stay tuned. So the stuff that's obviously going to be staying on the channel, I'm still going to be doing my weekly reads. I absolutely love doing my weekly reads for you guys. I hope you do enjoy them. I know they tend to be longer videos, but I really like being able to talk at length about all the books that I've been reading. I will still be doing my wrap-ups and my TBRs, of course, as normal. I will also, of course, be continuing to do my book hauls. The other fun idea that I had a couple days ago, for those of you who've been watching me for a while, you obviously know I'm a big, I love deals. I love deals, ebook deals. Every month, at the beginning of every month, Amazon releases their new list of monthly deals. So it's like a whole bunch of books that are $3.99 or less. And I thought, if you guys are interested, it might be kind of fun to legitimately do a live video, like a live stream on YouTube, going through the list together. So, we can have it set for a specific time. It will be recorded, so if you cannot make it at that specific time, you can always watch the video later. But you guys can comment, we can kind of comment back and forth, and we can kind of all go through the books together and see what's on deal for the month of, for whatever month it is from Amazon. Let me know if that's something that you guys would be interested in, because I think it would be a lot of fun. If not, let me know if you wanted me just to do a video that highlights like some of the stuff that I found on Daily Deal that's on sale. Because I am a big believer in sales and stuff. I find books, especially ebooks, I find tend to be rather expensive. I completely understand paying, excuse me for just reaching back here, but I'm just picking something off my shelf at random. This is a beautiful hardcover book, but it was $13. It's a children's book. I don't mind paying for that. It's a great hardcover book, right? $13 for a brand new ebook, I have an issue with. And I know it's not, I don't want to get into the whole schematics of why it's that price. I understand authors need to get paid. I would never want to take anything away from authors. They're wonderful, what have you. But it just seems like, especially, what bothers me is that when a book comes out in hardcover, like the new Susan Mallory, let's say, comes out in hardcover, the ebook price is going to be like $15 or $16. The hardcover is going to be close to $50, which is unbelievable. And then the ebook price is going to be like around $20, like $16 to $20. But then as soon as that book is released in paperback, it now drops to $6.99 for the ebook. That bothers me. But anyway, so that's why I'm a big believer in deals. And you know what? I do support authors when I absolutely, by buying their books and talking about them and leaving reviews for them, that is also supporting them in my opinion. So, it is what it is. It's the same with a lot of people have issues with people buying from used bookstores because the author's not getting any of that profit. They only got the profit off the original sale. They're not getting profit off the secondary sale, but that's a whole nother can of worms I'm not getting into. I love used bookstores. So anyway, yes. So let me know if that's something that you guys would be interested for me to sit down and kind of do these like live deal thing or something like that. And the other thing, so really quickly, my channel will actually be 2 years old on January 3rd. I know, I can't believe it. And I'm shooting for 500 subscribers. I haven't quite made it yet. I'm hoping maybe soon. I don't know. I know my channel is a niche, and I know not everybody's interested in the things that I read. And I appreciate everybody who watches and everybody who subscribes and everybody who comments. I feel like it's a great little group that I have, which I absolutely love. And, you know, when I first started my channel, I kind of almost shied away from talking about the Harlequin books because, you know, a lot of people have the stipulation that they are, you know, not, they're stupid reading, essentially. They're, you know, brain candy. They're, you know, they're not worthy of some people's time. They're not critical books. They're not literary books. They're fun. I read for fun. I read for enjoyment. I'm not a critical reader. I'm not a critical reviewer. And I know that, and I am perfectly fine with that. You know, if I can pick up a good story and like it and be like, oh, well, the prose in this book, yeah, but was it a good story? That's me. And there's no right or wrong way. I'm not saying that critical reviewers or critical readers are wrong. And I hope that they wouldn't think the same of me. Everybody's different and everyone's going to enjoy different kinds of books. But I did shy away from the Harlequins at the beginning because, again, I just felt like it's a really small niche. But so many of us love them. And I've decided I really, really want to start talking about them because I do not think that they get any kind of recognition on BookTube. Occasionally, like, of course, I see Sissy reading them, and Christine from Kizzy Reads them. I'm trying to think of who else off the top of my head I've seen pick up these books. Jen from Today in Jen's Library, she's reading through Jill Chavez's backlist, and there's a bunch of Harlequins in there. And Steve Donahue. Steve Donahue will show these. I was thrilled. He did a page 100, no, it wasn't a page 112 tag. It was another tag that he did, but it was like, pick 10 random books off your shelf and talk about them. And one of them was a Harlequin historical. And I commented, I'm like, that was a Harlequin. And he wrote me back and he's like, yeah. He goes, I read like all of them. And I'm like, that's awesome. But I really think that they, you know, in general, yeah, a lot of them are flaky. A lot of them are silly. A lot of them are fun. But that's the thing. You know, that's what I enjoy and that's what I love so much about them. So, all that being said, I do plan on highlighting them a bit more in 2018. So, one of the things that I've been doing lately is I used to do the pre-order videos, all the books that I had on pre-order. I've now stopped that because I don't pre-order as much anymore. So now it's been changed to anticipated reads. But I don't talk about the new Harlequin books coming out in my anticipated reads videos. So I'm going to be doing a separate video every month for the Harlequin anticipated reads. And what I thought I'd do is I'm going to go through the Harlequin website and look at the books coming out for the next month. So for example, if I start in January, I'll be looking at February. And I'll pick one book from each of the category romance, like one from a Harlequin romance, one from a desire, maybe one from a love inspired, one from, you know, a historical, you know what I mean? Like one from an intrigue, but one from each of the ones that are currently being published, and give a brief talk about each one of them to highlight these books coming out every month, to give them a little bit more press and a little bit more coverage. So, you know, not that I'm not a big channel, like at all. Like I'm a blip on the radar, but excuse me, I just thought that that would be a lot of fun. Speaking of course, Harlequin, the other thing that I plan on doing, like I said, I want to bring more light to the Harlequin books because I do love them so much, and like I said, I think a lot of people just kind of bypass them as being, you know, brain candy, is every month I plan on highlighting, I used to do my author spotlights, but, you know, I found them to be a little bit more time consuming. So what I'm going to be doing is a Harlequin highlight every month. So I'm starting in January, and the very first video is going to be the history of Harlequin. FYI, for you guys who might not have known, Harlequin is actually a Canadian company. It was founded in Canada, out west. And its headquarters is literally 20 minutes away from me. So, just saying. But yeah, I'm going to do a video on the history of Harlequin if you guys are interested in seeing that. But then every month after that, I'm going to be either highlighting one of the category series, like a Desire, like kind of the history of the Desire series, or, you know, the Super Romance series, or whatever. And I'm also going to highlight series that are no longer being published. Like the Blaze, or not the Blaze. Yeah, Blaze is no longer being published. The Bombshell series, which was great, and I'm so mad that they got rid of it. The Duet series was another great one that they got rid of. I'm also going to highlight authors that write pretty much exclusively for Harlequin and the series that they write. You know, like there's the, Deborah Webb does it. The Colby Agency series is a big one. The Fatherhood series, the Count on a Cop series. You know, there's all these little mini series within. I started making a list just this morning. Just this morning. I have pretty much 2 years worth of videos to do if I do a video every month. So there's a lot coming, and I hope you guys really enjoy that. What else do I have coming to the channel? Oh, yes. So this is where the whole book club going away, but something similar idea. That was really confusing. I do apologize. Let me take another sip of tea and gather my thoughts. So, I've seen this on other people's channels, and I think it's really, really fun, and I'm going to kind of put my own spin on it. So, I know Missy from Binge Reader and Sarah from today, I want to say Today in Jen's Library. No, Sarah from On Sarah's Nightstand, or Sarah's Nightstand, I think is her channel. They both do these kind of videos where they kind of do a look back to a year previous to, I think Missy does her anticipated reads, because she does an anticipated reads video as well, and Sarah does her book haul from the previous month, or from the year before. So for example, in January of 2018, she'll look back on January of 2017, for example. I'm going to be doing the same thing. I've been doing my pre-order videos, which are now called my anticipated reads videos, and I'm going to go back to January. Now in January I didn't have a pre-order video, but I'm going to use my book haul for January. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do a video like a look back, essentially. What did I call it? Last year in anticipated reads is what I'm calling this series. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all the books that I had anticipated and see, A, did I buy them? B, did I read them? C, did I not read them? Like, what did I do with them? Where are they now, essentially? It's a look back fondly. And what I've decided to do is, all the books that if I own them or not, obviously from the haul video, I own them. But, you know, the pre-orders, I might not necessarily own them because I might have canceled the pre-order for financial reasons. But what I'm going to do is, as I'm sitting here talking to you guys in that video, I'm going to write the books that I haven't read onto a little piece of paper and stick it in a jar. Or I'm going to have a jar sitting here. And at the end of the video, when I've gone through all the books, I'm going to reach my hand in the jar, pull out one of those, and that's the book that I'm going to be reading in the following month. Fun, right? So my thought was, if you guys want to join me, you could either A, pick one of the books that I mentioned, you know, even if I've read it and you haven't, you want to read it, there's, you know, a way to read it. Or you can read the same book as me, or whatever the case may be. You know, kind of a buddy read. Not necessarily a book club, but more of a buddy read, which I think would be a lot of fun. And, you know, so just a suggestion. But yeah, so that's just some of the things that I've got coming to the channel next year. You know, I find that I like the structure to my channel. I don't like, as you guys know, I pre-film everything. So I have, at the beginning of the month, I know exactly what video I'm doing on what day. I make a list every single month because I like to upload on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And every Saturday is always going to be, excuse me, my weekly reads. And then scattered in amongst there are going to be all these other kind of videos. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say. If you guys have any comments or suggestions, if you said, Sarah, this was insanely rambling and we didn't understand a thing that you said, I really hope it wasn't. I hope I got all my information in here. If you guys have any questions, please post them in the description box or in the comment section below. And yeah, so anyway, guys, that's it. Take care and happy reading. Bye, everybody.